Hi guys, I'm Mr. Tosin, and this is Life and Layers with Mr. Tosin. Um, I can always say it's a beautiful day. Go out there and be the best that you can. Let nobody talk you down. Let nobody bring you down. Let nobody use negative words to ruin you. Be the best you can. Go out there and you can achieve it. So today what I want to talk about is something that something I read about online that was really tragic, and it's something that really got me thinking. So yesterday I was going through social media. I think it was on either Facebook or Twitter, and then I saw a news of a very tragic news in Texas, US. A Nigerian woman, she was going to church with four of her kids, and then a truck driver left his lane, smashed her vehicle, and then she died on the spot. And she didn't die alone. She died with two of her children. Then the other two are in the hospital battling for their lives. And it's really tragic, especially the fact that she was just on her lane. She was going on her own, and then somebody and the investigations are probably leading to the fact that the driver might be intoxicated. So the driver was probably drunk when the incident happened. So a woman that was just going on her own, somebody left his lane, somebody who was drunk, somebody under the influence left his lane and went to meet her and killed her. And like I said, it's very tragic. But the comment section, because a couple of blogs posted the news, and I was just going through different posts and different comments. A lot of people saying stuff like, "Oh, why did God allow that to happen?" I mean, this person was clearly going to serve you. This person was a Christian. This person was, just on our own. And why did God allow this to happen? Like, is God not nice? And so on and so forth. And so he also got me thinking that why did this happen? Um, the driver now killed three people. I don't know what the law is like in Texas. I don't know if the death penalty is still in play. But probably the worst case scenario that this guy will get life in prison without parole, but he has to leave. Yes, he has ended the life of three promising people, and two others are still battling for their life. He has brought a lasting agony in a family, yet he gets to leave. So should we say that God's harm is not long enough to save? Should we say why then why then does God allow stuff like this to happen? I'm sure a couple of people, probably somebody watching this video, has lost a loved person. You lost a husband, you lost a wife, you lost a child, parent, and then you prayed about it. You're like, oh God, please save this person. If you just save this person, I'm going to serve you all the days of my life. God, if you just help my friend, if you just, and at the end of the day, the person dies. There's nothing I can say that can bring back the dead. There's nothing, in fact, there's nothing anybody that can say that will bring back the dead. All we can just do is just pray that God should console them. But then let's just dive into this. First of all, there's one thing that God gave us, and that thing is called free will. Now, and that free will means that anybody can do whatever it is that they like. Free will means that I can just be going on the road and then I'll slap somebody. So then it's up to the person to do whatever. So the person can slap me back and then we get into a fight. That's free will. If God begins to intervene in every situation, then there's no point of us having free will. Then that takes away the free will that He has given to us, if you know what I mean. So, although God does intervene in certain situations, um, but most times, 80% of the time, anything that has to do with free will, God will just be watching because what He has given us authority, He has given man dominion. So how we use that dominion, how we use that authority is up to us. God will not come and start policing us. God will not come and start, intervening in every situation. If He does that, that takes away the free will. That's then we have become like robots. If you know what I mean, then we have become like robots on the earth that it's just been policed, just been controlled by the higher power. Then secondly, this is a word to all believers, and we have to understand that we're on a journey. we are just like we are passengers on earth. This is not our destination. We are here for a short while. The most anybody can live is probably 120 or 130, maybe 150. You will die. No matter how long you live, you're going to die sooner or later. And every day we wake up, we are getting closer to our graves. So how you live your life matters. How you live your life, the legacy, the because eternity is very long. Like I said, this is not a 150 years something. This is not 100 years, 90 years something. Eternity is very long, and we are on earth to prepare our place in heaven. We are on earth to prepare our place in the afterlife. So how we live our life on earth determines the kind of you know eternity that we are going to have. I pray for the family. I really hope and pray that the family that lost their life, they were very close to God and they were upright. Definitely means that eternity is secured. So how we live our life determines what? Our eternity. One way or the other, judgment will come. Judgment will come on those people that do bad. Judgment will come on those. It might feel as if, okay, on earth, the good die young. People that are doing evil, they are living long. They are, but that's not how it works. You know, life is. I don't even know how to explain it, but it's crazy. When we think about it. But one thing is certain: there's judgment. There's judgment for everybody, for every entity. There's the judgment. So the best you can do is what? Just live a good life, live uprightly, do the will of God. Most importantly, do what? Do the will of God. He has given us free will. Let us always what? Do His will, and lead as many people as you can to Christ. Let your immediate family let them be in Christ, because on the last day you're going to see these people. And how do you want to see them? How do you want to spend that eternity that we are talking about? It might not look real to some people. It might look like it's a joke. It might look like, oh, what are these people saying? These people are saying rubbish. But trust me, there's something called eternity. So it is in our best interest to, spend the little time we have on earth to prepare our eternity. It is in our best interest for you to what? Bring your family closer to Christ, because it can be anybody's moment. The free will that God has given us, another person can use it to hurt someone else. They can use it to harm somebody else. So it is up to us to ensure that we are close to Christ. It is up to us to ensure that our family, our loved ones, those that we call loved ones, are close to Christ. So that when death comes, so that when this thing happens, we know for a certain, we know for a fact that yes, I'm going to see this person, and this person is what's going to be in paradise. This person is what's going to be with Christ. We are going to be reunited. And that is the beauty of life. My condolences to everyone that has lost a loved one, and I pray that God personally consoles you. I pray that God grants you the strength at this time to be able to bear the loss. But most importantly, stay steadfast in the faith, stay strong, because there is a life after all of this. This life is vanity. No matter what we enjoy, is what it is, vanity of vanity. We came with nothing, and we are definitely living this earth with nothing. I want to be this, I want to be that. We are living this earth with nothing. All the wealth you acquire, all the everything, all the food you eat. In fact, the food you eat the next day in toilet, it is gone. The car that was raining 50 years ago, right now is not the car that is raining anymore. So what then is in this life? Brethren, everyone, let's just prepare for the afterlife. That's the most important thing. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope this video has blessed someone. So please like, share, and comment. God bless you. See you again. Bye.